enjoy playing a fair deck in Modern. I just need it to be reasonably competitive. Like, I want it to be Grixis Delver, where I can, like, have the incentive to play a fair deck should be I can have somewhere between a 40 and 60% matchup against the entirety of the field by and large. And, like, you just can't do that in Modern. Like, you're trying to control threats that range from Death Shadow to Dredge to Affinity, and just, like, you're getting hit from so many, to Tron, like, you're just getting hit on so many different axes that, like, your answers in your fair deck have to line up really specifically. That's why the best fair deck in Modern is Grixis Death Shadow, because, like, they can play a 1-mana 9/9 and just, like, kill your opponent regardless of, like, what your interaction is. Yeah, I mean, this hand seems fine, right? The Human Company deck. And, like, again, just, like, for people that are new here, I just like to do my normal preface, my normal postface that with, if you enjoy playing Modern, it's okay. You're allowed to enjoy playing Modern. If there's a fair deck you like playing in Modern, remember, the most important thing about Magic is that you should enjoy yourself while playing the game. So, like, if you have fun playing a particular deck that I don't think is very good, that's fine. Play the deck and enjoy it. Like, that's the important thing. And I'm really confused as to what my opponent's doing right now. Let's take a look and maybe it'll tell us. Paradise Mantle. That doesn't help. Is it Saram? That's what that means? It's Saram? So, this is not a deck list that I'm playing to test. This is a deck list that one of my subscribers donated $12 so we could play the league with it. So, I think we're just supposed to play the Grim Flayer and get pressure in play, right? If we die, we die. There might be merit to just, like, going tapped land, hold up path here. But, like, we do need to actually kill them at some point. This is going to be, like, Pure Steel Paladin kill us. And again, just, like, this is what it comes down to, like, fair Magic. Like, here, I guess I could have held the path up, but, like, you know, am I supposed to, like, I have to answer Pure Steel Paladin on top of all the other things that exist in Modern. So, like, it's been a while since I've seen this deck. The last Modern Open I spent my own money to travel to play in, my opponent, I died to this deck on turn two of the games, I think. Well, this is actually pretty decent for us, right? I get to kill both of these things now because they didn't combo off. I think I'm going to bin the Lingering Souls to escalate this. I'm going to bin a land too and just, like, go full escalate to deal lots of damage. Yeah, I think that's the case. Just, like, escalate with all 3 modes. I think I'm going to bin this and this. They do play some instants and sorcery, so I think I want to spot check it. 2 Noxious Revivals and another Pure Steel Paladin. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and path this guy. Have a land. So they can cast Grape Shot. We'll hit them for 4 with this, and then set up the top of our deck. And, like, we got lucky and our opponent bricked there, but, like, if we're a little bit less lucky, we just, like, lose last turn. I don't think I want any of these cards, right? I definitely don't want the Swamp. I guess you could make an argument that the Thoughtseize is fine. We could also just die next turn, I agree. Am I supposed to keep the Thoughtseize because if they don't combo us next turn, taking the Noxious Revival is reasonable? I think I like that argument. I think I might want this Thoughtseize. We don't have anything relevant to Traverse for game 1, right? Not really, it's like Siege Rhino for pressure. Alright, kill me. Thoughtseize, Traverse for Goyf. That seems fair. Oh, we also just, like, can't attack, right? Like, no, I should have been the Thoughtseize. because we're not going to be able to attack anymore. We need a removal spell, I think. I mean, if they would have just hit the... If they would have just drawn the, return all their artifacts to their hand card, like, we'd have been up a creek without a pedal. I don't think we have a Shriekmaw in the main deck. There's not even a Shriekmaw in this 75. Loose. Again, not my deck list. Just playing almost card for card. I looked at the sideboard. He said I could look at the sideboard, but... Okay, so we're Noxious Revivaling in response here. Retract, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, there's no Shriekmaw in here, right? I'm not forgetting about that. Nope, yep, no Shriekmaw for some reason. Cruising in, you're killing me. You're literally killing me. Literally killing me. That's fine, they're putting another Pure Steel Palette on top of their deck anyways. Targeting Lingering Souls. Well, that's kind of a beating. That's kind of a beating. Huh. I'm just, like, waiting and drawing that Lingering Souls now, right? Tilt. Again, just like this. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. It's like, you hope they brick indefinitely while these Lingering Souls kill them. The real truth from Likely Alien. I'm probably just supposed to cast this turn. Grab the Battle Cattle. That'll be a little bit of reach here at some point. Hoping not to die, hoping not to die. It is the modern way, hoping not to die. What do I think about homebrew decks? I mean, every deck starts as a homebrew, right? Oh, yeah. Serum Visions. Postboard, they'll probably have a ley line against us. Oh, geez. Look at them. Look at them brick. Look how much they bricked, and they're probably still going to win this game. Do they put cards on top? They went bottom, bottom. So that means... I think I want to path them either way, right? Oh, huh. I should attack with both of these, right? And then I could path. I could path before blocks, and they're dead next turn to the Battle Cattle. Alright, yep. So we're definitely just pathing now. Yeah, all the spirits attacked. Weird. Strange. Strange. And now, because they have Noxious Revival in their deck, I'm going to leave up this last land so we can exile the thing that Noxious Revival. Hey, look, the fair deck is really lucky and doesn't die, right? Why not wait for the path and block the one? Oh, huh. No, I'd rather take the Pure Steel Paladin out guaranteed, Burgle, because Saram is legendary, and they're less likely to be able to combo off with only one of their things in play. So, like, having gotten rid of 2 Pure Steel Paladins already, taking the other Pure Steel Paladin out is more meaningful. It puts more... I don't know the odds of this. Look, man. Look, man. Live by the high RNG deck. Die by the high RNG deck. Hashtag modern. My opponent said, I don't know the odds of this, LOL. Yeah. Get out of here. Ain't nobody got time for your your nonsense. Alright, Abrupt Decay, Stony Silence. Is Kataki's Ward's Rage worthwhile? Probably not. Reclamation Sage seems fine. Maelstrom Pulse seems fine. The discard spells seem fine. Liliana the Last Hope is not good. Look, Burgle, again, card for... I added... There wasn't a Kataki in here. I added the Kataki just for reference. I added the Kataki. Stone Rain could be good if they get caught on mana. I'd buy that for $1. Look, man, I don't... That's the best part about the donation deck list is... Yeah, sure, it's probably bad, but I didn't do it, so it's fine. It's not my fault. Don't be mad at me. All right, 4 cuts here. What are the cuts? Scavenging Ooze seems fine because of their stupid Noxious. 90% of your matches of Modern are lost during the deck building portion of your stream. Do I want the Kataki? Is that worthwhile? Yeah, the Fulminator is probably too cute. I think the Rec Sage is good because they probably are bringing in Leyline of Sanctity against me. I think I want all these brutalities. The Lingering Souls being evasive seems better. I'm at 63 cards. I need to cut stuff. No, Stony Silence means they can't equip. And Stony Silence means their Mox Opals don't make mana, which is actually a pretty meaningful part of them comboing fast. Got our mismatched Lingering Souls here. Traverse is probably a little slow, right? Brutality hits their creatures. And Liliana hits their creatures. Yeah, trimming some of these seems fine. That's not always true. I guess it's mostly true, right? They have a lot of shields and stuff. Okay, I'd buy that. Alright, let's do this. Deal. Opponent mulligans. Opponent mulligan to 5. Praise be to RNGesus, for he is the reason we are winning this matchup. I mean, we're probably going to miss a second land drop and die here, but I don't think we mulligan double discard removal. Alright, what you got? Oh, look at that. A bunch of cards that don't do anything. Weird. Weird. Strange. Ooh, lucky, lucky, lucky. Ask me what it's like sometime. Ask me what it's like. God, this isn't even fair. Alrighty. Magic! You could say we really outplayed our opponent. And by that, I mean they lost because their deck is high variance. 2-0. Abzan Traverse. Best deck NA. Don't even need Eidolons. Come on now, Burgle. Come on. Discard into Goyf into Lily. Easy game, easy life. Opponent mulligan to 5, you know. Just get moderned. Yeah, it seems fine. Needs land, but it's pretty good otherwise. Oh no, please be Affinity and not Lantern. Please be Affinity and not Lantern. Please be Affinity and not Lantern. I don't know if either of them... We've got cards for Lantern. We got cards for both these matchups, but I just, like, would rather play against... God, it's Lantern. Alright, alright. Alright. What you got over there, Mr. Lantern player? Ensnaring Bridge and Ancient Stirrings, you say. Alright, well, we're going to take the Ensnaring Bridge. Hope you never see another one of those. Milled Pithing Needle. It's good for us. Lily's okay. They have a bunch of main deck Pithing Needles. So, like, they're going to get to see, what, 10 extra cards here? Yep. Brixus. This lets them Ancient Stirrings. Which is actually decent for us, because it means unless they're getting a 0 cost here, we actually get to Thoughtseize whatever. Oh, no, I don't have another Thoughtseize. I have 2 Lilies. Derf. How large is the donation deck list queue? I have 1 more after this. Yeah, I have I actually just have 1 more in the queue right now. A Just Kai Stoneblade deck that we're going to be playing in Legacy. Discard spell would be a good draw. Abrupt Decay also decent, turns out. No! No! Discard spells! Please draw on. Hopefully we draw an untapped land next turn and get to play this. This Abrupt Decay was going to insulate us against the Pithing Needle. Derf, diversity is great. Just, no, right on. So the Thoughtseize came a turn late. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. You're gonna try and keep me off of lands? Sure, I guess. Oh, that's clever, Waffle. Maybe I think I want to take these out of their thing. I want to get rid of their Ensnaring Bridge and their Pithing Needle here in case they draw Academy Runes later. It also prevents them from getting it back with Codex Shredder. Grab the old basic planes. Scooge is a very good Magic card, I concur. I should have exiled something there, whatever. I feel like they're supposed to be milling themselves aggressively here. Like looking for a bridge or a needle. Dang it, Bobby. No, I want to jam the Liliana and hope to ultimate it. It'd be much worse. At least we have 2 Stonies and a Kataki on our board. We're ready. We're ready for this matchup. Yeah, this is getting Pithing Needle. 10 out of 10. And I'm going to correct this fetch at end step so we can try and draw another land so we can go double souls next turn. Alright, Goyf's decent. Adds more pressure to the table. They have Abrupt Decay for my Goyf, but that's fine, because then the Scavenging Ooze gets to eat it. Oh, like at their LGS, Ian? I started to like take this, right, and then like work towards a bridge. They have a very narrow window to get a bridge here. A lot of pressure out. Show me Ensnaring Bridge. I'll weep silently. I'm gonna concede if they hit Ensnaring Bridge. Like the probability of us getting out of it is really low with them having 1, 2, 3, 4 ways to control the top of our deck here. Reveals Mishra's Bauble. Deal. Winning game 1 here would be kind of insane. It would be really good for us. We don't have any creatures anywhere, so they get a lot of looks at bridge here, right? They get 1, 2 more looks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 7, 8 chances at a bridge here. Now Siege Rhino's lethal. Just for those that are keeping track. Might as well put some more idiots out. Oh, you know what? I'm probably supposed to leave this up, actually. I don't think it's relevant, but probably supposed to do that. Would you like some Cheerios? You want Cheerios? If you get your bowl, I'll give you some Cheerios or some pretzels. You want pretzels? Why would they draw the Spire of Industry? Aren't you just supposed to, like, turbo mill yourself? Oh, they have Whirs in their deck. That's pretty good. Alright, because they're dead to Siege Rhino or Traverse, I'm going to keep playing here. We're not a favorite to win. Alright, now... I could shuffle that when they go to mill me. No, they could just mill me again. Alright, let's just go to the next game. And again, you know, this is why you should just like putting Karn into play on turn 3 so they don't have a chance to do kind of stuff like this. Have you heard the gospel of our Lord and Savior, Karn? Paths and pushes go away. Liliana, the Last Hope, go away. I guess Last Hope's actually okay, maybe. She could, like, return stuff from our crypt to our hand. Our Lord and Savior, the Karn Father. Is this card playable? This card might be playable. Liliana the Veil's great, obviously, but this is not. You want these other cards? Oh, Collective Brutality doesn't do a whole lot, right? Oh, Teeg stops were. That's funny. Teeg stops were. That's really funny. We did not win. They hit the bridge. You want pretzels? Get your bowl. Get your bowl, and I'll give you some pretzels in it. How does Teeg stop war? Over 400 people hanging out here this morning. Thank you and welcome. I know there's a lot of different things you could be doing, different people you could be watching. Thanks for choosing to spend your time here. Our opponent's taking the whole sideboarding time, so let's take a second to plug real quick. If you're enjoying what you see, please consider using that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see, you can help support my content in a few different ways. The first is by subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. You also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com will love to buy and sell Magic Online cards. You can use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout. You could save 8% on all your singles orders there. Cool Stuff Inc.com sells a lot of different cool stuff, including Magic and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles. And use code Jeff5 to save 5% on your singles purchases there. InkGaming.com can help you customize your gaming experience. They do custom playmats, mouse pads, sleeves, and stuff like that. Code Jeff12 gets you 12% off there. And then SpareDeck.com is kind of a unique service. They will rent you any standard or modern deck for a weekend or up to an entire month. So let's say you want to try this Abzan Traverse deck out, but you don't own all of the cards. You can rent the entire deck or just some of the deck from them instead of purchasing the cards. Kind of try before you buy. Or if you're someone like me who changes decks quite often, you can just rent different decks instead of purchasing all of them. This hand's pretty terrible, right? Hand's pretty terrible. We got like Stony Silences and Kataki's to mulligan too. This hand seems reasonable. The old basic swamp Gaddock Teeg deck building perfection. Grim Flayer, yep, that's fine. It's going to apply pressure and let us dig a little bit. This hand's pretty terrible, right? I'm just going to take this Whir of Invention away. Oh, I have Gaddock Teeg for the Whir. I'm going to take the Welding Jar. I'm going to take the Welding Jar. How does it build? I think so I'm so blissfully ignorant of how much Magic cards actually cost because I just like rent or borrow. I think if you're comparing it to buying the cards, it's about 10% the cost of buying the deck outright to rent it for 2 weekends. I mean, obviously it's a 100% chance my opponent's hand was they kept it. The more you know. Ding. Ding, dun, 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 bump. Oh my god, I'm so dumb! Oh, I'm so dumb! Alright, we're just gonna look to activate. I should have fetched first, because now I can't scry with this. For those that are aware, yes, I'm aware that I'm stupid. It's fine, I really didn't want any of these cards anyways. I wouldn't mind an untapped land, so I'm gonna leave the untapped land in my deck. Why can't we cast Teeg? Alright, so they play Botanical Sanctum. Sure, exile my stuff. Now, Flayer's pretty bad against stuff like this, huh? We ended up not getting punished there. Yeah! Yeah, my Kithkin advisor recommends that you concede, opponent. Thank you for following his advice. That's fair, Todd, and good morning and welcome. Yeah, I think it's like the reach is meaningful. I kind of wanted to get a creature in the bin for the Grim Flayer Delirium, but maybe the upside of just like having a Helix to draw to is just like too good. I'm happy with how we boarded. I wouldn't hate these brutalities because they have whir. Is brutality good enough because they have whir? Is it like better than this Liliana the Last Hope or like some of these Lingering Souls? And its reach? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm going to cut a Bauble because we're bringing in Stony Silence. That seems like good deck building. Hits whir and stirring. Yeah, I'm going to bring these in. I think those hit enough. Keep. Our opponent's going to like play an Inquisition and take our Stony Silence away anyways, but like the rest of this hand's pretty reasonable, so we're 10 out of 10 going to keep this. Mulligan to 6. Yes, please. I will keep. I actually have like 3 pieces of meaningful interaction and like 1 piece of like so-so interaction. So it seems decent. You play Damnation just in case. Come on, Betty. Never know. Never know. They do board into that. It's a 2/3, I believe, the 4 cost that gives your artifacts hexproof. That's kind of annoying. Every day we be welding. No discard spell on 1. Is it a 1/4? Well, that's annoying. What you gonna do? Is what it is, what it is, what it is. Come on, get out of the tank here and take my Stony Silence away. Okay, glad we had this conversation. Yeah, I think 10 out of 10 is the Tarmogoyf now. We want to just start pressuring them. This site, hexprice.com, will show you real-time auction house data. And then there's also hexprimal.com as a storefront if you want to check storefront prices. This is a weird affinity deck, right? Guess we're going to play this because it makes Goyf bigger. I'm going to go ahead and play Teeg out here just to like keep them off of whir. Whirl the invention. Whirl. I want to wait on this Traverse until I have Delirium so I can get Kataki with it. Grip Temple Garden here. A little bit more reach is not bad. We'll probably fire off this Abrupt Decay next turn just so we can continue working towards Delirium. It also will take one of their artifacts off the table. Makes our Goyf a little bit bigger. Go ahead and attempt to kill this Lantern. This is a little aggressive. But I feel like if they had a bridge, they probably would have played it out. They know we have this Reclamation Sage. They probably want to hold this Welding Jar. Maybe that's better. It's a little more resource efficient, too. I wanted to make the Goyf larger, though. I could be wrong. Could Brutality pitch Decay? No, I want the Decay. I want to kill their artifacts. Like, that's... Killing their artifacts is good. They're dead in 2, right? So, like... And actually, if I hit them next turn... Actually, if I draw this land, they're just dead, right? It's just, like, drain you. Hit you for 7. Alright, not even gonna try. Sweet. 2-0. Abzan Traverse. Oh... Sweet, good stuff, good stuff. Ip, cheerio. 1 match away from getting all of our fun points back. I like recovering my fun points from matches of Magic. Turns out Brutality for Reach, super relevant. I have to play that matchup a few more times to like get a real feel for like which cards are relevant, I think. They're so good we don't even need Karn. Who needs Karn? We've got Battle Cattles and Grim Flayers. Moo cow, don't bother me. Moo cow, don't bother me. Moo cow, he licks my opponent. Do 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 do. Are we hexing or karning after this? We'll see what the time is. This league is probably, I think I just want to finish this league. Usually I try to start hex about 10:30-ish. It's about hour, 15, hour and a half. So I probably play 2 or 3 more matches here and then switch to hex. Play some control. We blast the bead cart trod, right? I mean, we have some tools for that matchup. We have a Teeg, and Stony Silence is reasonable, and we have a Fulminator Mage. Like, you know, we can, like, flail a little bit while we die to Trod. Dude, you know what would be funny? Could you imagine going back in time, like, when Abzan was everywhere and people were complaining about it, to be like, don't complain. This Abzan Jeskai Black metagame that you are currently experiencing, it's a golden time of Magic the Gathering. And there are darker days to come. Enjoy your Siege Rhinos, children. God, I can't even imagine. People were so salty about this card in Standard. Ah, the old American Jesus. Seems fine, right? Discard spell on 1. This gets a 3rd land, technically. Some removal. Oh no! Oh no, the Pokemon are calling me. There's an unknown call coming in. I'm gonna ignore that. I feel like I should fetch basic Swamp because they could be a burn deck. Slightly conservative. Not a burn deck. Ooh. Ooh, a mirror match? A mirror-ish match? Kitchen Finks, because that comes back. You can Maelstrom Pulse the Scooze down the line. Seems fine. Bloodstained Mire probably means Jund, right? So, like, Pseudomere. Oh, I should have played this. Free spells, you know, details. They could be straight green-black, too. There was a straight green-black deck that did okay recently. My opponent's got Yu-Gi-Oh cards in their deck. This was 10 out of 10, just, like, auto-pass while I had my discard spell up. And now, like, we get really punished for that, because, like, there could be a 2-drop on top of our deck. Let's see how stupid I am. I get to scry with this now, technically. But, like, is there a 2-drop on top of my deck? No, would not have. And actually, we get to scry that land away now, so that, like, feels kind of good. There's also merit, so, like, sometimes you're supposed to hold this card until their turn, so we don't draw until my next turn because of, discard spells. So, like, now they're gonna have a chance to discard this Tarmogoyf. But, like, I think the rest of our hand is good enough that, like, if they discard that, that's fine. That's fair. You want more pretzels? Are they a smallpox deck? This is like some old school Reed Duke type stuff. Golgari Rot Farm. Alright, we're bringing in the Fulminator Mage, ladies and gentlemen. So they've probably got like big Garruk in their deck, or 4-mana Garruk. Garruk is on fire. Just go ahead and get this Scavenging Ooze out of here. don't have Delirium yet. Linger, play this Blooming Marsh tapped. We're not going to flashback that Linger until they burn this one of these pulses. Orin Reef the Vastwood. Deal. Man, these Lay the Lands are pretty terrible. The Gaddock Teeg All-Stars light up. I guess when they decay this Goyf, these Traverses will be live. You know, it's not EDH, they have 2 Sakura Tribe Elders. It's the 4th card type of Rooney. We will rain the battle cattle down upon our opponent. Gonna make it rain, moo cows! By that I mean we only have 1 battle cattle, so we're gonna play 1 battle cattle, but still. You know, we're gonna try. Do you remember? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Moo cow, don't bother me. Moo cow, don't bother me. Moo cow, don't bother me. Boom, 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 boom. Do you want to traverse again now? Like I play 3 2-drops next turn? I don't think so. Although I guess going super wide is good in the face of a Death Cloud. We did beat Lantern. We did in fact best the Lantern. You gonna pulse my tokens? That would be great. Rats. It's a shame we don't have another battle cattle. Ooh, we know their last card. That's sweet. I would like to take away your Maelstrom Pulse, please. Play this. Flash this back. Attack you for 2. Now they're hoping to draw to the Death Cloud. Hoping to draw to the Death Cloud. All right. All right. Big bucks, no cloud. Big bucks, no cloud. There are no clouds overhead. Oh, this is hilarious with this. Isn't it? This is just like unlimited kitchen finks, huh? Just like the meme finks value. No! Oh, I did it again! I realized it as soon as I clicked OK. We need to traverse first. Dang it, Bobby. Dang it, Bobby. You and me both. I'm not gonna complain. One, two, three, four, five, 6. They could actually... Death Cloud does damage to us too, though, right? So Death Cloud's not even out there anymore. Alright. Teaglesworth, get in here. Battle Cattle, get in here. Fulminator Mage, get in here. Lingering Souls, get in here. Are the discard spells reasonable? Probably. Nihil Spellbomb takes their Finks out of the crypt. I shuffled the past away because I just wanted to put more creatures into play. They were pretty dead either way. Teaglesworth is my Kithkin advisor. He's very good to me. The Storm deck, Sessamato. The first upgrade I would make to the budget Storm deck is I would get the Wells of Cunning and replace the Shards of Cunning so you have less slow shards in your resource base. I think the Lilianas seem fine. This finishes off the back half of Kitchen Finks for free, and it makes them sack their Steves before they block. This also ultimates after we don't have any lands. Spellbomb cantrips, enables faster Delirium, and gets rid of their Kitchen Finks. Collective Brutality doesn't seem great. I think this is just a discard out matchup, right? I like that Veil is just a planeswalker that sits on the table post Deathcloud. I'm bringing this Abrupt Decay and cut the last discard spell. Usually they play 4-mana Garruk, Wildspeaker, the one that untaps lands. That seems great. I know this is a competitive league. For the donation deck lists that aren't like straight meme decks, I play competitive leagues with them to let people see their decks that they're submitting against, on average, more real decks. Obviously, we can't control what we play against, but on average, you play against more competitive decks in the more expensive leagues. That being said, like, if someone donates for a meme deck, we're going to play it in the friendly league so they get their 5 matches worth out of it. We're going to wait to activate this, so that way, again, if they have another discard spell, they don't get to take the card out of our hand that we draw from this. I mean, like, you have to remember, too, like, $12 isn't a lot of money to a lot of people, so, like, I like to maximize everything I do when I play TCG, so, like, you know, if I'm spewing $12 on a league, that's less profit that I get to make in a given month, so I'm conservative with what I play in these things, but, like, you know, if you make 100 grand or more a year, what's 12 bucks here and there? Maelstrom Pulse, sure. So, worth noting, I got punished for how I sequenced my lands here. I played the Forest because they knew about it as opposed to the fetch land last turn, and now I drew a Blooming Marsh this turn, so I'm actually unable to play this untapped and still cast my Lingering Souls this turn. So my sequencing was a little medium there. I like tried to conceal the information and then ultimately ended up getting punished for it. It's the next big tournament I will attend. I don't actually have any big tournaments on the calendar right now. I'm gonna play Scavenging Ooze here to play around another Maelstrom Pulse on my Lingering Souls, I think. Yeah, honestly, probably that. I don't know that I'm playing any more Opens or Grand Prix this year. It's just such a huge time commitment. Like, between the Hex Cash events every weekend and the Magic Online Challenge events every weekend, like... Like, with the Moto Challenge events, I think I've been averaging, like, a little over $300 a month just playing Magic Online events, so, like... I think it'd be kind of silly to, like, to be plus $300 on a Magic weekend, you have to top 8, basically. And, like, your chances of top 8ing are not good even when you're a good Magic player. I did not. I top 32 the Legacy Challenge. I won the Modern Challenge, but I top 32 the Legacy, so I broke even there. Need to eat my Lingering Souls here. Tilt. Fair. It's the risk I ran. I'm just gonna edict that. Green-black Tron. Because if you want to win, you should register Karn in Modern. 10 out of 10. Would Tron again. In fact, going to Tron again on Saturday. Plan to play the Modern Challenge again this weekend. Will 10 out of 10 be playing Green-black Tron again. Deck's very good, very powerful. Has a lot of play to it. The Sapphire Ruby Bombus deck. Oh, okay, so the first upgrades for the Bombus deck are more copies of Lasgar's Vengeance, or 10 out of 10. The very first upgrade you want to do, you want to get to 4 copies of Lasgar's, ideally. And then after that, probably Wells of Innovation, which are the Sapphire Ruby Wells. I didn't tap wrong. I wanted to activate my Scavenging Ooze. I don't think so. The Ghost Quarter creature decks are usually pretty good matchups, though. Ooh. Is it worth pathing this and giving them another land? What should you be removing for them, though? Cess, post in the subs Discord, and I will write you a list of what we should cut. I'm okay just pathing this. Gets a hit in this turn. It's bad if they have a Death Cloud, but if they have a Death Cloud, just whatever. Eat a Tarmogoyf here. Oh, no, this is bad. That was bad. I'm not going to eat my other one because I want to save Delirium. I can't attack because of the Beast token. No, I can attack because I can Fatal Push the Beast token. Yeah, I'm a liar. I'm a liar. This is fine. I'm not going to eat the Grim Flayer, though, because I want Delirium enabled. So Death Cloud's still a little annoying, but like my Liliana gets to sit here and tick up. There's a button that says MTG decks on the stream information page. Feel free to click on that and it'll help you out. This is certainly a Death Cloud the way they're tapping for it. So we each lose 3. So they're going to be empty-handed. They're going to have 3 lands, and we're going to have 1 land, but we're going to have a Liliana the Veil. So kind of punished here for the fact that I binned a land to save a removal spell, but like we did get to use that removal spell. Yeah, one of the perks I maintain for my subscribers is a subs-only Discord server. Kind of give him a chance to pick my brain on TCG. That was a very good draw. Lands and Traverse is what we're looking to find there. Pick my brain on TCG-related stuff when I'm not streaming. Looking sure we're going to draw a Grim Flayer now that we have basic planes. I think I just want to like keep ticking this up so I can take some of their lands away. For what game, Nantuko? The Jade Kitsune with the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you very much for the support. I do appreciate it. Welcome. Subscriptions are the best way you can help support my content here, so I really appreciate that. Magic. I don't do budget Magic. I don't have a grasp on how much Magic decks cost. I just play optimal decks in Magic. What do you got? Garruk? We're not going to be able to race a Garruk with this Liliana. It's unfortunate. You need to draw like a Tarmogoyf. Alright, well, since we drew that, we're going to Edict them. So I don't want to discard this. I need to take the Beast off the table anyways. I can Edict them again next turn, which will be nice. Hopefully draw a source to play this. Dece. I'm going to Edict them again here. Again, giving us a chance to draw land to play this Grim Flayer. Your best, and this is, okay, so I do have an actual answer. Go to mtggoldfish.com, click on the format you're looking for, and then put the pricing to paper or online, and then, like, look at the prices of the decks there, and, like, just pick something that's done well. Sure? Sure? Making a beast? Sure. Only a 5/6, because it's -1. Ding. Bum 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 dun 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 dun. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? Bum 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 bum. I'm just gonna try and kill them here. They're at 7, so this puts them to 2. We don't have Collective Brutality in our deck, and we've been to Siege Rhino already, but pretty good chance to kill them here. If they want a Death Cloud, they have to lose 2 to do that. I do not have a second forest in my deck. Trying to dodge, like, Damnation here. If they attack Liliana with this, I'm not trading, because I don't want them to be able to Death Cloud me for 1 and kill my Tarmogoyf. So I keep both my lethal threats on the table. That line gets punished by exactly Damnation, but they've already discarded a Damnation, so I think that's fine. Again, in a situation like this where you're kind of ahead, you always want to be asking yourself, what kind of cards could my opponent be playing to catch them back up in this situation? And what can I do to the best of my ability to play around those cards to allow them to get back into this game? Opponent said GG's in chat. Good games, mate. Sweet Deathcloud deck. Okay. Yeah. 3-0 with the Abzan Traverse deck. Yes, blocking in case they draw Death Cloud is a good line. How do I find the subs-only Discord channel? I know I need to look in the browser. So, yeah, so log into discord.com to your account, and then click on the user account settings. You click the settings. It's a little gear in the lower left, I believe, and then there's user settings, and you can link accounts to your Discord account, and if you link your subscribed Twitch account to your Discord account, you'll see the server pop up automatically for you. It smells like I might need to change a diaper. I'll be right back. Sorry about the delay. Thank you to all 460 of you that hung out through that. Those of you who are unaware, I am a father of 2, so sometimes being a parent is crappy in the most literal sense of the word. It was a double diaper creature feature there. Thoughtseize you, play Tarmogoyf. Remember when that was the best fair start in Modern? Alright, take your Primeval Titan. Play a Goyf next turn, Collective Brutality, one of their spells away the following turn. It's kind of weird in a neat sort of way. I never really interacted with small children before I had my own. It's been an adventure. I don't know. And so actually the card that I cut from my sideboard for what's it called? I added a Kataki to the board. I cut the second Fulminator for a Kataki, so we'll see. We have pressure, so like. Oh, I should have waited on that because the wave couldn't attack this turn anyways. Correct. Yes, we're playing Goyf and then we're going to play Ramp Spell in 2 turns. That is correct. That is optimal. Next turn, we're probably going to Brutality with Escalate. We are currently 3-0 in this league. Probably cast Explore here. Yep. Because I made a mistake. You are correct that I should have upkeeped the bubble so we could see a card, because they got to shuffle away the card that we looked at. I think if you think that this is a decent matchup for straight mid-range Abzan, you're probably crazy or playing against bad players, maybe a mix of the two, or you're really good. That's not the modes I wanted. Escalate with 2 modes, they lose, drain, click you twice, discard this Overgrown Tomb. Hour of Promise. Alright, well, we're taking the Scape Shift here, obviously. This has to be worse. Are there deserts in their deck? This has to be worse than Hunting Wilds, right? It seems like it has to be worse than Hunting Wilds. Hunting Wilds is a card I've played in Bring to Light Scape Shift a few times. Like, are there deserts? There's no way there's deserts in their deck, right? Like, they have to play enough mountains? I mean, I guess, but like, you're not like searching for Valakuts usually, right? Like, is this a line, like, your Hour of Promising for 2 Valakuts and you're winning those? You're winning the games where you're outcasting Hour of Promise and getting 2 Valakuts? That seems way too slow, right? It usually kills you the next turn. Okay, I mean, I guess we'll see. It could be really sweet. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm willing to be wrong. It just seems kind of medium on the surface. It's definitely worse than the Scape Shift to this hand, so I think taking Scape Shift is definitely correct there. I mean, come on. Results don't really mean much. Steve's actually kind of annoying, because let's him block this for a turn. And again, like, I don't have Delirium, so I can't cast this Traverse and get a second Tarmogoyf. If we could cast the Traverse and get a second Tarmogoyf, we just have lethal next turn, which would be nice, but we can't, so we don't. We only have 3 card types in our graveyard. Slide this down a little bit more so you can see that, kinda. At least this Sakura Tri-Builder is really going to be something to path. I agree, Titan Shift is a very good deck. I agree with that assessment. Please don't tell me you drew Titan. Of course you did. If we path go, if we have Delirium, right? So they're going to get 2 Valakuts here. Their last 2 cards are Hour of Promise, Sakura Tri-Builder. I hate comments like this. This is so... Everyone who thinks whatever their bad matchup is, they're like, derp, no skill deck. Try and beat me with a deck that has some skill in it. Your deck's so stupid, I hate it. Try and play a deck that's not easy mode where you make no decisions. Like, there's sequencing decisions and mulliganing decisions and deck building decisions and sideboarding decisions with every deck in Magic and TCGs in general. So, like, don't be a salty little monster because a deck has a good matchup against whatever pile of crap you like playing. You know, maybe you should do instead? You should stop playing piles of crap. That's what you should do. You should stop playing piles of crap. Yes, we're going to Traverse for Siege Rhino and then path our own thing, and I'm going to Thoughtseize their Hour of Promise out of their hand. Yeah, I'd agree with that. The uneducated version of... I'm probably supposed to have pathed this already, right? I'm just going to path this now. If they drew another Hour of Promise, we're dead, but I'm going to be dead to that either way. Yeah! Woo! Got to steal one. Okay. Collective Brutality seems great. My Kithkin Advisor seems reasonable. Fatal Push is not great. Is Path worth it? Discuss. Abrupt Decay is not great. Liliana the Last Hope is not great. So, okay, so this is another thing I'd like to talk about too. Just because a deck, so there's a difference between a deck having a high floor and a low ceiling. The ceiling of a deck is the amount of play skill that you can put into a deck and, like, maximize your win percentage with it. A deck that has a high ceiling is enjoyable to play. The floor of a deck is how powerful a deck is when you're playing it poorly. Like, how hard is this deck going to carry you when you're making mistakes? And just because a deck has a high floor, like it's doing raw, powerful things, doesn't mean it has a low ceiling. So just because a deck is going to give you free percentage points because the deck is objectively powerful and doing strong things in the format, doesn't mean that there's no skill to getting those last 10 and 15 percentage points out of the deck to maximize your winning with it. And people often confuse those two and swap them when they're salty that they lost to something. They're like, oh, this deck was so easy and it's got a strong matchup against me, so it's easy to play. And it's like, well, sure, like, Magic goes into deck building. Yeah, exactly. Affinity's a great example of that. Like, the floor on Affinity's pretty high, right? Like, it's doing an objectively powerful thing, but, like, eking out those last 10 percentage points, like, sequencing things correctly and doing your Ravager math optimally, like, Rec Sage 2, possibly be playing Prismatic Omen. I think Sage is narrow. What's Sage better than? Yeah, and decks that are aggressive tend to have a high floor, which is why newer Magic players that are frustrated that they're losing to these aggressive decks because they're making poor decisions either during deck building or during gameplay are like, oh, that deck's easy to play. It's like, no, the deck has a high floor, but it still has a lot of play to it. I don't think they usually play Omen. I don't think I want these other cards in my board here. Let's click submit. Wishing we had a second Fulminator in our deck. 10 out of 10. Yeah, that sounds fine, right? She got like discard spell and Tarmogoyf. Ghost Quarter's like okay, it's like pseudo disruption in this matchup. Opponent mulligan, send me up. Yeah, exactly. Like Redlings is a great example of a deck in Hex that has a high floor and a high ceiling. Discard spell, discard spell, discard spell, discard spell, discard spell, discard spell. How would you categorize Kiki Chord? Low floor, medium ceiling. That's exactly how I would categorize it, Equinox. Blasterman with the brand new $4.99 subscription. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Subscriptions are the best way you can support my content here, so thanks. We had some toddler on toddler violence here. Alright, so opponent played a Relic. Someone asked, am I not playing... I am not playing paper events for the most part this year. I am mostly just playing online. I'm just going to Brutality here. Nah. Let's just Teeg and get some pressure down. Tarmogoyf's not really pressure because of the Relic. Can I turn this down, please, if your fingers out of my lap? Thank you. Declan Scott. Do not flip my monitor over. Get out. Man, kids. Most decks in TCG have reasonably high ceilings. There's a lot of play to a lot of different decks. So we're gonna Liliana Edict them next turn and smack them with this Gaddock Teeg. And then we'll get to spot check for an Obstinate Baloth with Inquisition and Collective Brutality before we push this Liliana the Veil up. Do you want some pretzels? Yeah. Yeah, most of it is subjective, I agree. I just like to try and argue with people about the myth that, like, X deck is autopilot and there's no skill to play it, etc., etc. It's so frustrating, like, hearing people say things like that when they just really don't know what they're talking about. Alright, that's a little awkward. We do get to the last two cards out of their hand, though. So, kind of punished for the order I chose to sequence these in. So, let's play this Collective Brutality out now. This might encourage them to pop the Relic when I plus the Liliana. Yeah, probably not. I think I'm binning Traverse at this point since they have a Relic in play. Someone asked about the Sapphire Diamond control deck. If you wanted to add a creature to the Sapphire Diamond control deck, it's 10 out of 10. You should be adding, what's his name? Thunderfield Seer. But I don't even think that's particularly good. I haven't played them on a red deck in Standard, so I don't really have an educated opinion on that. And unlike a lot of streamers that will just like make stuff up and lie to you, I'm just gonna say I don't really know, so I'm not gonna like comment on something that I don't have any idea about. Am I supposed to path this to keep my Liliana high? I feel like I am. Like if we ult this Liliana, it's kind of great for us. And, like, they're going to get a land out of this either way, so, like, does it really matter? Just, like, keeps pressure off my Liliana here. Hello, toddler. I love you. There's a reason we call it Burgledurtle, right? Are the gods angry? Farseek, sure. Perfect. Play a creature, plus my Liliana. Have a lot of pressure in play. I don't know, I feel like the Abzan Company decks just aren't particularly good. They seem really poorly positioned against, like, the, what's it called, decks? I'm blanking on the word I'm searching for. The Grixis Shadow decks. This is actually kind of funny. So, I don't have anything better to do with this Maelstrom Pulse anyways, so I'm just going to go ahead and pulse this relic, so that way they blow the relic, and then, I can plus the Liliana, so this will go to my graveyard to give the Tarmogoyf power, and then whatever we plus from this Liliana will go to the graveyard to give my Tarmogoyf power. I might Ghost Quarter them too, honestly. Just, like, put a land in the graveyard. Yeah, sure. Exile a Traverse. You're gonna sacrifice this and draw a card anyways. Just do it. Why waste my time? You're not clocking me. Because, like, I'm gonna plus this Liliana anyway, so might as well do it this way and get an extra damage out of my Goyf. If they discard a land here, I won't Ghost Quarter, but if they don't just... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Look at the horrible mistake that I have made. Good beat, opponent. Good beat. I think we're just passing now. I'm talking about how clever we are and how we're going to optimize these couple points of damage on the Tarmogoyf. Get obstinate, Beloth, nerd. Your father is such a nerd. Yeah, like, this is fine for us, right? Just, like, Edict you. Attack you for a bunch. Is it worth it to Ghost Quarter them here? I'm probably Ghost Quartering a Valakut anyways. This is going to be, supposed to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then my Grim Flayer could possibly make this lethal. Yeah, so I'm going to Ghost Quarter them and get the extra point of damage in here. Alright, so... Creature makes the... I don't need a discard spell. Creature makes the Goyf bigger. Grim Flayer has Trample, but Goyf is larger. Yeah, let's just make the Goyf larger here. And, okay, put this on top of my deck. Oh, creature doesn't make it larger. There's an Obstinate Beloth over here. I'm dumb. That's fine. We really don't need 2 more threats. You quarter them and draw. Yeah, right? Mikey? Coda concedes. All right. Sure. Sure. Casual 4-0s. Good stuff. Thanks everyone for hanging out here this morning while we battle some Magic the Gathering. Remember, if you're enjoying what you see, please use that follow button. Also, please consider subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. And be sure to check out all of our sponsors with their sweet discount codes. We're all Magic players, so you're probably going to be buying some of these things anyways here. So if you're going to do so, try and support my sponsors. Yeah, after this league, we're actually going to play some Hex. So people who are unfamiliar, Hex is a fully digital TCG that's very similar to Magic that we play here on the regular. They have regular tournaments that you can play for cash money from your home. So as a competitive player who's been playing a lot of online stuff, both Magic Online and Hex, it's kind of nice being competitive while still playing from home. We are getting kind of close to a 5-0 here. We are up tickets on the day, though. We're got, what, 8 chests and 180 play points on lock. The old Abzan Traverse the Ulvenwald. Lorne Karn will be displeased. No, Lord Karn will be super excited because we 5-0'd with a deck that's a good matchup for him. Karn's like, please 5-0 all of the leagues with Tarmogoyfs in your deck. Yeah, the Cool Stuff banner, they did a good job on it. I just send them dimensions. They're the graphics people for the sponsors send me their stuff back. I am not an artiste. Can I show the whole metamaze? There is a link to the deck list down below the stream. If you are on the desktop, you scroll down and press the button that says MTG Decks. You can find it in text form. If you are on mobile, you need to do some fuckery to find the information section, but there is a information section there somewhere. Apologies, I don't know where it is. Twitch rearranged their application in a really non-user-friendly fashion. The old 4-0-3-1 pair down. Welcome to GP Charlotte. Please enjoy your stay. And that's true for all of my decks. So if you see a Hex deck or a Magic deck that you're interested in, like, the specifics of what we're playing, you can always find those links down below the stream. I do my best to keep those updated. If you ever see us playing a deck and it's not listed there, please let me know, and I will be sure to add it after the stream. You're very loud, child. Isn't his hair great? Just like this giant mop on his head? Oh, well. We're like 10 out of 10 getting Blood Moons here. Scred incoming. Please not 2 Blood Moons. Please not 2 Blood Moons. Scred, Mindstone, Storm, Breath Dragon. Alright, so we're going to take the Mindstone away from them here because they don't have many more lands. Cast. Modern's a strange format. Let's take a look at their top card. Lightning Bolt, sure. Basic Swamp. This gets basic Plains. Sweet. It feels weird to me that there aren't 2 basic Swamps in this deck, especially since we have Traverse to look for basics, because we can't, what's it called? Ryvik! With the 14-month resubscription. Yes, we will be playing Hex after this match today. Thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. Welcome back. You the best. 2-drop, please. That's a 2-drop that dies to Relic plus Bolt. Get my basic Plains here. We are 4-0 cruising in. Playing against Scred here in the last round. They could blow this plus bolt this. I think we're fine with that. They didn't bolt it, sure. Alright, played Mountain, played Scrying Sheets. They're going to Sweltering Suns it. You know, like I said, welcome to Modern. Please enjoy your stay. Alright, we drew a castable. Got that going for us. Oh, no, wait. They have the sweeper. Yeah, they're going to sweep at some point anyways. And again, people that have watched my stream before know that I'm not a fan of cards like Blood Moon and Modern. Jacob, I'm gonna need to you're gonna have to get off Dad's lap if you keep baaing so loudly. All we want to do is baa, huh? Baa, black sheep. All right, can you go sit on the couch, please? Dad loves you, but you're loud. Baa. Yep, you're a good sheep. All right, so again, like. This card's, like, not particularly good against a deck like Tron. It's only really good against the kind of fair mid-range decks like what we're playing, so, You know, it just doesn't lead to very interesting or interactive games. Like, my opponent casts this card that they drew off the top after I discard spelled them, and, like, now I just, like, don't get to play any more spells. And again, nothing personal against you. If you enjoy the play patterns that Blood Moon creates, you know, more power to you. But I do not enjoy the play patterns that Blood Moon creates. Even as someone who's top-8'd events with Blood Moon in my deck on more than one occasion, I don't, like, I play it when I think it's really good because it's obnoxious and it gets to lock people down, but doesn't really do anything. Calm down, Sean. Yep, right. He's showing the sheep. He's showing the sheep. I'm just gonna, for the sake of time, we're not actually playing Magic here. We're just like drawing cards while we wait to die. So it's whatever. Bring in Reclamation Sage. Bring in this extra Abrupt Decay. Lingering Souls seems kind of medium actually. I've got like relics and stuff. Am I supposed to cut Traverses in this matchup since they have main deck relics? Just like give them slightly less things that relic can hose. I think that's true. Collective Brutality doesn't seem particularly good either, though. Liliana the Last Hope doesn't seem particularly good. Let's have a lot of cards that seem not great. Traverse finds basics, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. They should all be in here. Do this. The best way to beat Tron is to pressure them. How would you recommend getting into Hex? I'm willing to spend some money, but not sure where to start. I would recommend checking out these deck lists here. I've got deck lists that kind of range for every different kind of archetype you can think of there. And just pick one of those up, and Hex's Constructed Ladder is free to... This is castable under Blood Moon. Yep, deal. I accept. Actually, maybe I'm going to cut Tarmogoyf. Yeah, I'm going to cut Tarmogoyf instead of Lingering Souls, actually, because of Relic. So Hex's Constructed Ladder is completely free to play, so if you buy a constructed deck outright, you can just play it as much as you want and get a feel for it and practice and stuff like that. Path is pretty weak versus Scred. I agree, but I can path my own creatures to get lands. I don't think I want to bring in Stony, because if I bring in Stony, I think I need to cut these Mishra's Baubles, and I think I'd rather have Bauble for enabling Traverse and Tarmogoyf. I think adding Stony when leaving Bauble in is irresponsible. That's a good question. Does Fatal Push do anything? I don't actually know the answer to that question. It might not. We're gonna fetch basic Swamp here so we can cast these Thoughtseizes. Discussing the merits of two different tier 4 decks is just like a head scratcher. I wouldn't spend your time on it. I'm just taking a Ratchet Bomb here. I'm gonna take the Sweltering Suns. And I'm gonna take the Ratchet Bomb, so that way I can go land, Flare, and then I can Thoughtseize and take the Sweltering Suns. Seems reasonable. Mindstone resolves. Drew a scrap, of course we did. Oh, Magic's great, and then you die. We were going to take Sweltering Suns because, you know, they clean up Lingering Souls still, but, you know, details. Whee! Opponent has mismatched snow-covered mountains. Let us know what they drew for the turn. Ding. When our opponent plays a Stormbreath Dragon next turn, we'll concede and go play Hex, where you don't get Blood Mooned. They get to scry with their scrying sheets here. That's pretty good. That gets us the basic planes. I'm gonna path this and then attack with these. Need to just apply pressure to our opponent here. I'm going to flash back the souls in the graveyard as opposed to playing the new one from our hand to play around Relic of Progenitus. If they play Blood Moon next turn, we'll just Ghost Quarter or Temple Garden in response to get a basic plains. Yep. Three-fourths of the way to that sweet, sweet blood shard. We don't have any blood shards yet, Ian. People are getting close, though. Y'all are great. Thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I think they're less likely to block if I wait to path. I think I want to just hold this Ghost Quarter in case they draw Blood Moon. It doesn't play around Relic. It means if they draw Relic, they're going to get the back half of our Lingering Souls, which kind of sucks. But I think it's worth it to play around that. I'm just gotta, like, race them with our crappy spirits until... It's like 1/month plus 1 D4 days, right? Alright, that's a good draw. That puts almost lethal on the table, right? Not quite, but close. And now that I have this, I'm just going to flash this back to play around Relic. They've already played 2 Sweltering Suns, so if they draw a third, they draw a third. Sure. Now if they draw Sweltering Suns, we don't have any threats, which feels bad, but I think it's correct. I mean, their deck is like half mana, right? I may cast this from Exile. Sure. Yep. Hey, the souls are all here. That's actually a great draw, right? Because it puts lethal on the table. Eight points of damage, Aruni. Maybe I'm supposed to flash it back to play around spot removal. I can see that being true. Just like, put them dead through spot removal. Yeah, I can see that. I think that was a mistake. JK. Spot removal's fine. I knew I had a Moo Cow on top of my deck. Oh, children. I think I like how we boarded. I don't think I want to change anything. Yeah, I don't think I want to change anything. Oh, take out the pushes. Damn it. Yep. Yep, you're correct. I should have taken those out. Kids and delay, chat delay. Yeah, the push, this shouldn't be in my deck. This should just be like a random other card. This hand's good and basic, at least. I would recommend playing 2 PA. That's why I play them. I think the 2 Psychic Ascensions are very good. This can get green. This can get black. Then we'll feel bad when they Blood Moon us next turn and we only have 2 of our basics. That's a good draw. And again, like, feel kind of bad that, like, I don't have a second swamp for the Liliana of the Veil. I think if I was going to make a change to this deck, it would definitely involve a second swamp in the 75. We get a bunch of looks at... Huh. I don't want that. I don't want that. I think I actually want the Siege Rhino. We want to find ways to... Ideally, we want to find ways to take the Blood Moon off the table, but Siege Rhino is a pretty sizable clock. Mom and Pop. Chandra, that's unfortunate. Good job top decking the land. So punish for not having played this out. Killing the opponent takes the Blood Moon off the table. That is correct. Good call. They have a lot of mana this turn. Scred is still short of killing Siege Rhino, which is nice. Okay, we'll just take 2 from that. So hopefully Siege Rhino's going to be able to take this Chandra off the table. We need to dodge threats out of them for a little while here. Sure. You can't trip. Trying to Abrupt Decay or Maelstrom Pulse or Reclamation Sage here. Tarmogoyf. Yep. That's none of those things. Let's attack this Chandra. We'll play this Grim Flayer out. And like here, if I had another swamp in my deck, when they go to kill one of my creatures here, I'd just path it in response and like go get my second swamp and then like be able to play my Liliana of the Veil. So now they can scred one of these. Have another Chandra? Stormbreath Dragon, sure. That's fine. We are kind of winning this race. Are we dead next turn? No, we're not, right? No. Hopefully they don't have a Scred here or a Lightning Bolt. I want their hand to just be mono clunkers. Yep, they have it. Alright, so probably lost this game. And again, like, could have pathed that. And then, like, if I path that, I get to cast this Liliana of the Veil next turn and edict their Stormbreath Dragon away. So, like, this needs to find an Abrupt Decay or a Reclamation Sage. Does Reclamation Sage do it? It does, right? So, I can bin this, and I'd like to bin this too, right? And then, okay, put this on top. So I can do this. I can cast Tarmogoyf. I can flashback Lingering Souls. Trying not to die here. Liliana gets to Edict this next turn, hoping to dodge a second Stormbreath Dragon. They hit the land, so they can hit us for 10 this turn. Nope, not hitting us for 10. That's good news. Don't have a second Stormbreath Dragon. Don't do it. Have a heart. God, they've got a second one. Nope, just 4. Cough, deal. Wait, why didn't they plus this? They making mana with that? Kind of confused. If they would have minus this pre-combat, they could have... Are they casting something? Okay, so you have a bunch of mana. Are you killing my stuff? I only have 2 cards. There's 7? What costs 7? Oh, so they just punted. Sure. So they missed 3 points of damage there. Around 8. So if I tap like this... So Reclamation Sage kills that. Yes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're short on that front. We can play this and Edict them. So we'll send one of our Dorkos at Koth here. So attack Koth, attack them, attack them, attack them. This is going at them, this is going at Koth. Koth is only at 1. Grim Flayer trigger. I don't have a sorcery. I don't really want a Fulminator Mage. Woo! As the screams of the children in the background. Got the cool 5-0 with the Abzan Traverse deck. Kind of a sweet deck. Got a little bit of a toolbox to make the fair deck plan be a little bit more reasonable. I would like a second swamp in the 75 somewhere. Probably wouldn't mind an Eidolon of Rhetoric in the 75 somewhere, or a Canonist. But yeah, deck seems sweet. This is again based on, I believe, one of Willie Edel's earlier lists. Again, if you're looking for the exact deck list, you should check out the link below the stream that says MTG decks. I'd like to say thank you to everyone for hanging out here today. I stream Magic the Gathering every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and usually Friday mornings. I start about 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we run till about nowish. What decks do we play against? God, my memory is so bad. Once posted, this list feeds the card, right? I don't even remember. This was Cheerios, right? Anyone remember what this one was? Oh, I could just view replay right from here. That's nice. Look at that. What's this? Oh, this was Lantern. So we beat Lantern. We beat Cheerios. We beat Lantern. We beat Scred. Remember when Bonner was slow in interaction for Bob? Yeah, Wiley Edel actually posted an updated list that had Dark Confidants in it, which seemed kind of interesting. So again, this was a donation decklist stream. If you are one of my subscribers or Patreons, for the cost of $12 is what it costs to play a modern decklist through a competitive league. I will play your decklist on stream. You just send the donation in the decklist, and I add it to my queue. I usually play through 2 or 3 donation decklists a week. I reserve the right to refuse to play decks that are obviously bad or obnoxious. Sometimes if they're obnoxious enough, like Shadowborn Apostles, we will play them anyways. If you are not a subscriber or Patreon, I will accept a $20 donation to play your deck list through a competitive league. At any rate, this is going to wrap up our Magic